All right, let's look at some of your first features for right before you even start a meeting. So obviously you have the option to mute your microphone, okay? You have the option to turn off your camera. And a new feature you have now is this turn on blur background. So watch this, when I click on it, it'll blur out the background. So essentially if you're in a space or your students are in a space, they don't want people to see the background, or if you're like me and you have a really messy office and you don't want people to see the mess, you can turn on that blur background, which is a nice new feature. Up here in your three dots, your more options, excuse me, you have that turn background blur off. You have your captions, closed captions, which we'll talk about in just a few minutes. And then you have more settings. Let's look at these settings real quick. You do have your microphone and speaker settings. So if you're using an external mic like I am, you would have that. You would want to click on that external mic. If you're not, you're just using your internal microphone. Same with speakers. If you're using any kind of outside speaker, you are going to turn that on or just leave it under your internal or default speaker. Video, it's going to prompt your video camera that is on your device. If you're using an external camera, say on a desktop that you had to plug in a camera to use, you're going to want to make sure if it's not prompting that and you're not seeing yourself on your camera, that you go into cameras, click, and then you'll be able to click down and see the camera there. One little trick is if you are somewhere where the Wi-Fi connection is not that great, it should be defaulting to the standard definition, but you might want to check if you're having some issues connecting or the camera is just really fuzzy, you might want to check that you're not on high definition. High definition can really pull down the bandwidth, which can make your Google Meet or any virtual meeting pretty laggy. So we just want to make sure that you're on standard definition for both your resolution or your send and receive resolution. Okay, over to the side here, you see that we have all your meeting goodies. So you have your meeting links, your dial-in, your pin if you need to send that along to people. One really cool option is this join and use phone for audio. So if you just need to use the audio, you're just going to listen to the meeting, maybe not necessarily have it up on a screen. If you click on this, what it's going to ask you to do is put in your phone number. And so when you punch in your phone number there and click the call me and join at the bottom, it's going to actually call your phone and you'll be able to answer your phone and you will be in the meeting. So it's kind of a really easy, fun way, not fun, easy way, it is fun, to join a meeting without having to, dial in. But you do also have the standard dial in option where you can just pick up your phone, dial this number. It'll ask you for the PIN, put the PIN in, and then you'll be able to join the meeting and hear via audio. So there is no camera option when you call in, when you dial in. If you're going to be using the app, then yes, you will have some camera options there to be able to see the meeting and people see you. But this is simply if you're just going to be dialing and listening to the meeting. If you want, you can choose to present right away. So if you have some slides or something that you're going to be presenting right off the bat, you can choose to present before you even join the meeting so that when you join the meeting, your slides or presentation or whatever website is up and ready to go. And when you're ready to join, you're just going to click that join a meeting.